There's a few different categories of smart glasses, and I think the one that's most interesting to me right now is the minimal display smart glasses. Now, these are actually a set of those. These are the MemoMind Ones, and Memo has sponsored this video. They're sending me out this to check out. These are not a production unit, so these are pre-production, so keep that in mind when we're looking at this. But honestly, if these were production, I wouldn't be mad at it because they feel really good, and you can see that they look just like normal glasses, but if you look at just the right angle, you can see they have a little bit of a box right there that makes it a little bit obvious that these do have waveguide displays. Now, these are similar to a couple other types of glasses because they have just the bright green text-based display on here, and I've never had a pair of those before, so I was a little bit wary going into it because I come from the full color dual waveguide display type glasses from other companies, and basically when coming to these ones I was pleasantly surprised because the text is super duper legible and the green is very bright. Now, one of the reasons that I didn't pick up the other brands that I've seen with this type of display is because they didn't actually have speakers, but the MemoMind Ones have speakers, and they are partnered with Harman for their audio, just like the Mature Beasts, so it's definitely a pretty good audio experience. I'm honestly not entirely sure what I'm allowed to share with you guys at this moment, so I'm not going to dive too deep into like the display or anything like that. Definitely keep an eye on the channel, hit subscribe if you're not already, and join the giveaway on the channel if you want a chance to win one of 8 pairs of smart glasses and 2 awesome accessories, including the in-ear pod. But what's awesome about these glasses is they are very light feeling and they look like normal glasses. If you didn't see this little box in here for the waveguides, you wouldn't know that these are smart glasses at all unless you were hearing me play some music through the speakers. The back is a little bit chunky, but the weight distribution feels great. So you can see it just kind of balances here because the weight distribution is pretty good. Now, that's not a scientific test by any means, but I've been wearing these all day and I haven't felt any discomfort or anything. So definitely an awesome set of glasses so far. I'm going to be updating the channel with more information on them as I know that I'm allowed to. I actually have recorded some awesome demos of the screen and its capabilities and stuff, but I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit. So definitely turn on that bell notification icon and hit subscribe on the channel so you can stay up to date with them. But let's take a look at the website really quick and see what exactly these are and what they say they are. Okay, so we moved over to the website and it looks like the guy in the image is actually wearing the exact same glasses I am. So y'all have to let me know who wore it better. But if we scroll down right now, they are available to reserve for $30. And I believe that they're going to be moving to Kickstarter and you can receive some early discounts. So if you can save up to $290 off MemoMind One. And one of the issues, and one of the things that I don't know how much I like, but I understand is that there will be a subscription for some of the features. So you can see there's going to be a membership, including unlimited AI transcription and AI long memory, valued at $239 a year. And you'll get priority shipping with early supporter fulfillment starting July 27th. There's no risk, I guess, so you can refund it if you do that before launch, but it'll give you $290 off, bringing the standard edition down to $399. And these are the versions that they have available. So there's Nomad, Gotham, and Archive. And depending on what you like, you could also do a custom edition. So you can see the Archive here has some pretty cool looking additions added into it. I do like the ability to customize. One of the biggest things, and it looks like with your deposit, you can get your complimentary sunglass lens. I would recommend picking up something like that for when you're outside. Now, one thing that I really liked about these, and it's one of the biggest issues that I've mentioned in my other videos for smart glasses in general, is that these prescriptions are built into the glasses. But look, there's custom lenses for the prescription, and that is super amazing to me. There's Zeiss prescription lenses if you choose the custom edition, and there's just normal prescription lenses if you go with the normal version. Yeah, no camera right here is a big one. So for me personally, I don't mind having a camera. It's not a deal breaker to or to not have it. I think there's a use case for each. So I really like to be able to capture things and memories on the go when I'm taking videos of my kids without having to pull out my phone and stuff. But I can understand that need for that level of privacy and people not wanting to feel like a creep by having a camera on your face. So these are my first set of smart glasses that are meant to be all day wear that don't have a camera on them. And so far I haven't missed it. And I do have my other glasses for specifically sunglasses moments if I wanted to switch to those and be able to capture things. There are a couple tiers for the subscription, but you can see that on the free tier where you're not paying anything, you do still get the speech, the Memo AI, idea notes, and the translator, recorder, and captions, but it's capped here at 600 minutes a month, which honestly is pretty high. But if you wanted to raise that up a little bit more, you'd have to go to the Pro or the Ultra, and Ultra has unlimited recording. And then this is where that Ultra really comes into play, is for that AI long memory. It's only on the Ultra. So if you want long memory for moments and your wish lists and suggestions, that's going to be on the Ultra plan. I think that's pretty new in this space, honestly. There may be some other glasses that have a similar setup. I personally haven't seen them yet, but I can understand it because AI and compute is not free. At least you're still able to get some of those features on the free tier. You can see that it is a binocular waveguide display with 25-degree field of view, and it refreshes at 30 hertz. It's not meant to be for like media consumption or anything, but once I can get my hands on an SDK, you know, I'm going to be looking at if we can and just playing with it, because that's just how we do on the Informal Tech channel. But yeah, looking at the lens and optics, you get 98% transparency, non-display area of the waveguide. And what I have noticed, I've already driven with these, and compared to my other waveguide display glasses, the reflections feel less intense. And that might be because the actual waveguide area is smaller, or because I don't have a prescription insert sitting behind the actual waveguides. But it just feels better to be able to drive in. I actually have had to stop driving in a couple of my other pairs just because the reflections can be like distracting. But these ones that I have now are not prescription. These, because they're the pre-production unit, they just kind of threw whatever in there. And I'm actually getting a phone call right now with and a notification popping up. It's probably a spam call, so I'm just going to ignore it. But being able to have those notifications pop up right in your view is amazing. And there's a bunch of other awesome features that we will have a deep dive of whenever we're allowed to, for sure. You can see some of the dimensions in here and be able to compare those to other glasses if you so choose. Yeah, I just got the text write-up of that spam call in here, and it's one of those things where they tell you your loan application has come back, and it's like, I didn't apply for a loan. Hopefully no one's stealing my identity, but I'm just going to leave it alone for right now. $30 to put your reservation down and get those perks. So definitely maybe look into that if that's something that you want to do. But as soon as I get the thumbs up, I'll be sharing a lot more about these glasses. So if you're on the fence or not ready to make up your mind yet, that's totally okay. All right, that's it for the first impressions of the MemoMind One. They just happen to be Gotham editions, so the background kind of fits. I had no idea that that's what they were called, but definitely excited about it now that I know. Really a nice set of glasses. They feel really good to the touch. And being that these are just pre-production, it's pretty amazing, honestly. So definitely hit subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification icon if you want to stay up to date on the MemoMind Ones and other awesome smart glasses that we go through. And definitely go join the giveaway on the channel if you're not already, because 10 prizes are going to be given away. And so that's pretty good odds. We're a pretty small channel, so you definitely are going to be better off than going to some of these other bigger channels. So definitely appreciate everybody sticking around as long as you have. Until next time, my name is Connor. This is where the Informal Tech Reviews live, and we'll see you then. Peace.